There are locks on the bed and art of women spanking each other.
Today I'm at Chateau Denmark, and this place is pretty wild.
I'm Don, paying my own way to find the world's most unique stays, and after inspecting 48 London boutique hotels and 10 stays, I can safely say that this is the city's most unusual setup. A deconstructed hotel scattered across 16 buildings in one city block that breaks all the rules. The hotel sits on Denmark Street at the edge of Soho, just off Charing Cross Road. It's a busy area for sure, but Denmark Street itself is surprisingly quiet. So what does deconstructed hotel actually mean? 16 buildings, no official restaurant inside the hotel, no lounge. It sounds like it shouldn't work, but the lobby, it barely exists. Just enough space to check in and ask a few questions. When I checked in, they suggested I make a dinner reservation upstairs. I did, at what's supposed to be a wildly designed restaurant. And they told me about the hotel's bar across the street that I should check out.
All right, let me take you into the room and show you around. And let's just start with the sheer size of this room. So I was in the living area, the bathroom's over here, the hall behind me, and then the bedroom. This is a big room. I didn't want to bore you with the details of the minibar right when we walked in, but it's not boring. The minibar is not a minibar, it is almost a full-size fridge, but that is just the beginning. There's another whole shelf over here of booze. You can have any of it, you gotta pay for it of course, and then a separate fridge with white wine and champagne in here, and then a drink cart over here with a bunch of red wine plus snacks and I think some really kind of classy, interesting glassware. The art is quirky and fun. There's this amazing sound system, at least the guy who showed me the room said it was amazing. This interesting couch, a sitting area. It's pretty wild. Look at the lighting. I mean, the lighting is so cool, and so few hotels get this right, but I love the lighting in here. It just feels so warm. Feels like, yeah, a little bit like you're in a museum. It's really cool. Wacky mirror. Okay, black curtains, but look at the detail here. Look at the detail on these curtains. Another interesting piece of art, women spanking each other, whatever. And then the bedroom. Super cool, super interesting bed. I don't know what the locks are for, but use your imagination. I love the light. I love how they have exposed the I-beams here and kind of cut them out and made them pieces of art, but it's also exposed here, so you're seeing the bones of the building. A lot of closet space, a huge TV that I don't need. But I think this room is so cool and so unique. Oh, forgot about the bathroom. Yeah, the bathroom's wild. A huge shower with really nice tile, really nice marble, all done with really cool hardware. The lighting in here is great too. I mean, overall, this room is pretty wonderful. This area can feel a bit overwhelming at times, but the hotel is tucked down a little alley, so it feels like you're escaping from all the craziness when you get back to the hotel.
Like I said, there's no official hotel restaurant, but that is not a problem because you're surrounded by cafes and restaurants. On top of the same building that houses the lobby is Tattu. Start your evening with a craft cocktail at the bar, then walk into one of London's most beautifully designed dining spaces. I lived in China for 17 years and I used to go to Sichuan on business all the time, so I think I'm qualified to say that this is some excellent Sichuan food. Layer in some great cocktails and it's a recipe for a fun night. Across the street from the hotel entrance is 13, the hotel's bar. Small plates, more great cocktails, and some great energy. I pay for every hotel myself, so you know exactly what you're getting. You can support my work and save yourself some time and get a better deal by booking your next stay through the Swank Guide.
Isn't this nice? The rope that they supply, and check out my slippers. Check out the slippers. Nice, right? The pillows here are excellent. They get a 9. Good night. I don't have anything bad to say. You should know that this is a small place. You don't have some of the facilities you would have in a larger hotel. In terms of the highs here, I mean, what is not to love? I think the design of this room is incredible. It's super spacious, and I just love all the little details here.
Next, my Best of London Hotels series continues on the banks of the Thames at the Sea Containers. Check out my experience here. Thanks for watching, and see us in the next video.